On Monday, we introduced you to a local woman who is battling terminal cancer. She's an advocate for the New York End-of-Life Options Act, which would allow her access to medication for aid in dying. The bill has about 70% support from the general public. Recently, the Buffalo Catholic Diocese spoke out against this measure, though. News 4's Jen Shantz has been looking into this. Jen?
Jackie, Bishop Richard J. Malone says when it comes to death, the church doesn't see a gray area. He posted a YouTube video recently outlining the church's opposition to this legislation. Bishop Richard Malone sent a message to Western New York Catholics this week.
I'd like to take a moment to ask all Catholics and all people of goodwill to let your voices be heard against the evil of assisted suicide.
The Senate's Health Committee is debating whether or not terminally ill patients in New York should have access to aid in dying drugs. The bill's sponsor, Senator Dianne Savino, hopes the measure will be enacted in the next 2 years. She says this legislation is all about choice.
You know, people don't have to do anything here. If you want to wait it out and let nature take its course, or you want to, pray for a miracle, but not everybody feels that way. And you shouldn't be forced to have to leave your home to do that.
Eventually, my treatment options and whatever clinical trials might be available to me are going to end at some point.
Susan Ron has stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. She's pushing for Savino's bill because she wants to leave her family with memories of her living.
I don't want them to remember me in a bed, in pain, medicated. I don't want that vision.
The End-of-Life Options Act would only apply for New York adults proven to have an incurable terminal illness. If passed, no doctor would be forced to prescribe aid in dying drugs.
Proponents of this legislation call it dying with dignity, but the Catholic Church hardly considers it dignified to go against God's plan and choose the time and method of one's death.
Ron, who again is pushing for this legislation, is a practicing Catholic herself. Sources in Albany tell News 4 it is unlikely the bill will pass this session, but that it is a big talker in the Health Committee. Reporting live in the newsroom, Jen Shantz, News 4 at 6.